everybody, how are you doing? It's been a long while since I posted my last YouTube video, and I must say that it's great to be back again. So before I begin, I am Apurva, aka known as Cookie, which comes from the cookie art, and I'm glad to see you here. Thank you so much for joining me here. Since the last time I posted a video, it's been quite a while, and a lot of things have happened in my life. Back then I was like unmarried and all. Now I have a husband, we have like our own space, and I have a space dedicated to cookie, and it's great. And that is why I am hoping to be more consistent now that we are all settled in. The upcoming video is basically about watercolors, and I have painted northern lights. I really hope you enjoy it. It basically tells you about the blending techniques that can be used to make a sky, and also this video was shot 2 years ago. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's great to have you here. Cheers! Happy painting! We basically start out with some rounded edge brushes. One of them is a mauve brush, two of them are synthetic brushes, and two of them are just round brushes. And I have these concentrated liquid watercolors from Itsy from this brand called Little Birdie. There's a Menorah watercolor pad, 300 GSM cold press sheets that I'm using here. We'll be starting out with taking the liquid watercolors. They are basically like inks. So we take them in our palette, give a flat wash to the paper, and then start out with the blue. You can start out with the green as well. It's completely up to you. I personally like to start from the middle and then graduate towards the other sides, and that's what I've done. I slowly and steadily form strokes using the round brush that I have, and I blend them into clearer water as and when I proceed towards the side of the page. And I'm blending it out towards each side, and we are basically trying to attempt the wet on wet technique here, wherein the watercolors are blending into each other. So now I've taken the green color from the palette, the lighter one initially, and just to add depth again we will be adding the darker green to it later on. So while I blend the blue and green together, you can follow along and do the tutorial according to the colors that you have with you. You don't necessarily need these watercolors. You can try it out with your basic Camlin watercolors also, or if you have any sort of professional paints that you want to try out, you can use it basically with any kind of watercolors. So at the bottom I am giving it a very straight stroke because this will be followed by some pine trees in the foreground. So the straight stroke does not really matter because it will be eventually covered with the pine trees. Giving the final touches to the foreground by adding some more strokes of blue to add more dimension to the sky. And now I'm taking some white watercolor to add some highlights to the northern sky. Next up comes my favorite part, which involves hitting two brushes against each other so that I get to make small little stars as an addition to the background that we have just made. Once that is dry, you can work on the foreground and add on your pine trees to complete the painting. So while I was making this, I thought of adding a shooting star as well using the white color that we have. In case you don't have a watercolor, you can always use gouache to layer and give that kind of detailing. And now comes the most satisfying part, taking off the masking tape. And I love how this paper cooperates and is able to tackle with such kind of glue. And here we are with our final painting. Thank you for watching.